Leading us finally on the final note to Bahrain, because a lot of the discussions are about political tensions in the region, but in Bahrain, a very small island state, of course, went to the polls very recently, and it was very impressive to see how many hundreds and thousands of people throughout the days went to the polls, despite threats that had been made against them from some of these groups that I mentioned before, like the Soraya al-Ashtar, who had threatened people who went to the polls. Still, people went en masse, and the election results was amazing. It was the highest proportion of women were voted into parliament. In addition, you had the opposition groups, socialists especially, and trade unionists, really came into power in a very strong way. During these fifth parliamentary elections, really you saw a huge transition over the past 20 odd years, where essentially people begin properly to relate to the Nuwab and the Shura Council as their representatives. And this is an amazing experience in the Middle East, that instead of people going to the streets as you get in other places, they really go to the polls and they contest the elections there. And in this way, what you see is a real positive mark on the region. Anybody can do it in the region if you just kind of sit down and think politics, instead of letting politics direct your behavior, your physical behavior. In other news, in Bahrain, this year also saw the discovery of the largest oil and gas finds since the 1930s. And Bahrain discovered something like 80 billion barrels of oil. And this will, once it goes online, I think it will start already by next year or the year after going online. And again, it will change both the geopolitics, geoeconomics, but also it will change the programs within Bahrain. But Bahrain is 110% still on course to fulfill its reform programs. And so looking ahead, Bahrain seems to be very much politically on track. And so 2019, of course, will keep us busy. And we look forward to having you at our events. And of course, we will catch you again in 2019. So thank you again, and we'll see you soon.